Chicago Bears Now is sponsored by Manscaped. Get their all-new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra to have the best shaving experience downstairs. It's going to be a merry Ballsmas for you this year. Get going with Manscaped. Use promo code BEARS20 to get 20% off at manscaped.com. I'm Harrison Graham. Coming up on today's show, my 5-step plan to fix the Chicago Bears, starting really right now. I mean, you can wait till the offseason too, but this is how you fix the Bears, in my opinion. But I want you guys to take the floor first. I want to hear from all of our 79,000 plus Bears Now subscribers. What is the first thing you would do if you ran the Bears? You're Kevin Warren. You're in charge. What would you do first? Would you fire Matt Eberflus? Would you fire Ryan Poles? Would you keep Matt Eberflus? Would you trade Justin Fields? What is the first thing you would do if you ran the Chicago Bears? I'll be reading your comments. Curious to see what you guys would do. All right, let's get to my first step. 5-step process here. Number one, I'm firing Matt Eberflus and this coaching staff. I think there are some individual coaches that do a good job here. Like, I think Richard Hightower, the special teams coach, is pretty good. Flus as a DC would be fine, but you're not going to just keep him as your DC. I think some position coaches are fine, but you got to fire the staff and let whoever you bring in as a new coach bring in his guys. And it's just so obvious why. I mean, Matt Eberflus is not head coach material. We've talked about this over and over and over again. He's 6-22 overall. He has not won a divisional game. He's never won back-to-back games. He's never beaten a team above 500 ever. And he suffered a 14-game losing streak at one point in his Bears head coaching tenure. I mean, you don't survive this stuff. Like, this is all-time bad. Like, it's not just bad. It's historically bad. He is the worst coach winning percentage-wise in the history of this franchise. So he's got to go. You cut him loose, and you reboot this thing if you are Kevin Warren, Ryan Poles, who's ever making these decisions. Number two, you hire Jim Harbaugh as your head coach. I like Ben Johnson. I'd be cool with him. There's other guys I would take as well. But you hire Jim Harbaugh as your head coach. And the reason you do that is because he is a proven winner. Everywhere he goes, doesn't matter the level. San Diego, 29-6. Stanford, he's got them playing in New Year's Bowl games after they were winning one game a year for like a decade. The 49ers, multiple NFC title games, Super Bowl appearance, almost won that Super Bowl. Turned Colin Kaepernick for not a super long time, but for a brief time as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And oh, by the way, once Harbaugh went to Michigan, Kaepernick's career was kind of derailed after that. He wasn't the same. At Michigan, yes, the cheating stuff recently isn't a great look, but he's got them on the cusp of having another college football playoff appearance. So why Jim Harbaugh, you ask? Well, I think he's gettable, number one, with all the BS he's had to endure this year with the recruiting violations, NCAA, Big Ten stuff. I'm sure it's tiresome. And he has NFL experience, and it's good experience. He's won at this level. Get a proven winner. That is what I would do. I'd be thrilled with Ben Johnson. He's never been a head coach, though. It's a completely different deal. We're seeing that with Matt Eberflus playing right now. We saw it with Matt Nagy. Doesn't mean it wouldn't work. Doesn't mean it can't work. But it would almost be shocking if it didn't work to at least some level with Jim Harbaugh. He's never failed. He has never failed. I would bring him in as my head coach. He's well connected with NFL assistant coaches. He'd bring in a good staff, in my opinion. That is what I would do. Who do you want the Bears to hire as the next head coach? Who do you want? Do you want Jim Harbaugh? Do you want Ben Johnson? Do you want someone else? I want Jim Harbaugh. That's the guy I want. Let me know who you want down in the comments. All right. It is going to be a merry Ballsmas if you get started with Manscaped, guys. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Like I said, it's the best ball hair trimmer on the market, and you can get a discount right now with promo code BEARS20 at manscaped.com. The holidays are approaching, but what if I told you that the celebrations are starting early this year? Don't even wait till Christmas. Get this item now from Manscaped. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is fantastic. Also, it's part of the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra as well, which is led by the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Multiple trimmers there. Get started right now. The water resistant has turned into waterproof, so you can use this fully in the shower. It still has the wireless charging station. It is fantastic. What I like about Manscaped is they don't rest on their laurels. They're always looking to improve their products. I wish the Bears would do the same. Manscaped's going to do that. I've been a huge supporter of theirs. They've been huge supporters of us here at Bears Now. Support our sponsors. Support us. Use promo code BEARS20 at manscaped.com. again, this product has 2 next-gen blade heads. It's fantastic. Skincare technology is what they use, so you're not going to have those razor cuts or burns. Promo code BEARS20 at manscaped.com. Okay, part 3. Let Harbaugh, the coach you just hired, pick his quarterback. Sure, it would probably be in combination with Ryan Poles, but Jim Harbaugh, whoever the coach is, especially if it's an offensive guy, has to have say on who his quarterback's going to be, because you cannot win in this league without a good quarterback, so he should have say on who that is. I've said it for a few weeks. I think it's 90+% chance one of these 3 guys will be the starting quarterback for the Bears next year. The guy you currently have in Justin Fields, USC quarterback Caleb Williams, or North Carolina quarterback Drake Maye. I would be surprised if it was anyone else. I think Fields can win with stability. I think Fields can win with competent coaching. I'm not saying he's ever going to be a top 5 quarterback, maybe not even top 10. And look, you should always strive for a top 10 quarterback, but if he can be a top 12 quarterback in this league, and we've seen games of that. Like, it's not 3 of his last 4 games, he's had a passer rating of 105 or higher. He's played some good football here. You get a guy like Jim Harbaugh in here, an offensive coordinator who knows what he's doing, just a edge to play with as a football team, a refuse-to-lose attitude, which is kind of the mantra of Jim Harbaugh. That can work. Fields is good enough for that, in my opinion. So if Harbaugh wants to keep him, cool. If he wants to move on from Fields, if he tells Ryan Poles, hey, I think we should trade him, let's draft, I really like Caleb Williams, I really like Jake Maye, that's cool too. I think whoever you bring in needs to have major say on who the quarterback is moving forward, because again, the head coach quarterback combination is most important when constructing a football team. So I would hire Jim Harbaugh, and I would give him say on who the quarterback is. Subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 80,000 subscribers. Thanks to all of you. We're exactly 300 away. We're trying to get there before the next game on Monday night against Minnesota. Almost at Sunday, but it's on Monday against the Vikings. Could be Matt Eberflus' last game. Who knows? If you want daily content, more Bears news, rumors, and other videos, subscribe today. YouTube.com/BearsNow. We are the channel for you. Okay, number 4. Draft Marvin Harrison Jr. And I know you're going to say, well, wait a minute. What if Jim Harbaugh wants to draft a quarterback? I still think you can. I think both can happen. You're in position to potentially get both a quarterback and a receiver. Right now, if you had picks 1 and 4, it's possible you could get both. There's a chance Marvin would be there at number 4. Top 3 gives you a better chance, but there's a chance that would happen. You could also trade up a spot if you wanted to. Or you could trade down from 1 to like 2 or 3, take a quarterback, and get Marvin as well. I want Marvin Harrison Jr. That's one thing I feel really sure about entering this draft, which is, 5 months and change away, so obviously opinions can change. But even if the Bears do decide to move on from Justin Fields, they have capital to get Marvin Harrison as well. I think both their picks are going to be in the top 5. Even if the Bears win a couple of games, they're still their own picks, still going to be top 6 or 7. You can move up if you need to. You have that extra second-round pick next year. You have whatever capital you would get in return for Justin Fields if you decide to move on from him. You can get a quarterback in Marvin Harrison. Better yet, if you keep Justin Fields, you definitely can get Marvin Harrison Jr. because right now you have the number 1 pick, and it would be shocking if that pick fell below 3, which means you're likely getting Marvin Harrison. You get him next to DJ Moore, as long as the offense is competent, that's going to be a hard duo to stop. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a special talent. 6'4". He's got a great frame. He's great after the catch. Touchdown machine. Big play machine at over 17.5 yards per catch. And by the way, that's with the quarterback and Kyle McCord. That's not very good. You get him opposite of DJ Moore, look out. You're going to have a lot of big plays coming in Chicago very, very soon. If you want Marvin Harrison Jr. in Chi-Town, type MHJ. Prove it to me, because this is what I want. We can debate the quarterback thing all day long. One thing I feel certain about is I want Marvin Harrison Jr. in a Bears uniform. Spam MHJ if you agree with me. Number 5, you have got to prioritize fixing the center position. It's not optional. No one on this roster is adequate enough right now. No more patchwork centers. No more Lucas Patrick. No more Dan Feeney not knowing the freaking silent snap count. I mean, that was just pathetic yesterday. Cody Whitehair, he's done. No more Band-Aids. Draft Cedric Van Pran. Sign someone in free agency. I don't care who it is. I'm not even asking for an all-pro. League average center. That's all you need. Really. I think the rest of this offensive line is pretty damn good. Whether you keep Braxton, draft Olu, whatever the case may be, I think you're good over there. Tevin Jenkins is solid. Sure, there's some injury concerns, but when he plays, he's a stud. Nate Davis is good, and Darnell Wright's good at right tackle. Like, you just need a center. There's other things I can mention, but that's my 5-step plan. Yes, you need a defensive tackle. You can still do that. You got a lot of money in free agency. But that's it. You do those 5 things, I think you're a playoff team next year. I really do. Like, you've been competitive at times against good teams, but you're incompetent with the coaching. It starts there. Get a winner in here. Jim Harbaugh. I think he can fix this thing, and I think he can fix it quickly. Hit that subscribe button. More videos to come. Bear down.